Guys, I have another quick and fast tactic you guys can employ to improve your process of follow-up, to get a hold of more people and ultimately get more patients in the door for your practice. If you guys are inside of this follow-up process, again, leads have come in the door and you're trying to bridge the gap between a lead coming in all the way over to someone moving forward with treatment as a new patient, you need to be calling, you need to be texting, you need to be emailing, you need to be doing all these things that you can, every tool and resource possible so you can get a hold of these people, because what you have to offer them is important. And again, we need to cut through the noise of their busy schedule and be able to make sure that they are aware of it and that they can take advantage of the opportunity. Okay. Inside of this follow-up process, you absolutely should be emailing and texting. If you are not, like, that is a tip on its own. Okay. You should have emails that are pre-written out and texts that are pre-written out that go out to people at some regular cadence inside of this gap in between when a lead has come in all the way to, hey, someone's booked on the schedule and now they're going to move forward with treatment. You need to be calling, texting, and emailing. But in particular, inside of this video, talking about texting and emailing, the quick tip that I have for you guys is, if you guys are texting and emailing, do not be afraid to talk in and around different topics that relate to your practice. I've seen practices out there who are texting and emailing, but the challenge is every text that they send out and every email that they send out is more or less the same. Hey, we're just following up because you had done X and we're trying to get you in for Y, right? Like, yes, that's important, and those are the bare bones of, we're identifying that person as a lead and we're trying to get them on the schedule to move forward with treatment, okay? Again, those are the essential things that we need to cover, but we can talk in greater length, in greater detail, in and around your practice, in and around the service that you are providing to them, that you'd like to provide to them, that help give them comfort, right? That help them feel warm, fuzzy, good about moving forward. A lot of people who have initially become that lead probably do have questions, probably do have concerns, and maybe they're not yet ready to hop on the phone with you because they know that that's going to be kind of the fast track to moving forward, and that's okay. We can easily take several of those conversation pieces and bring them inside of our text messages, inside of our emails. Inside of those, we can still have the very, very soft call to action of, click here and book your consultation, or click here to speak to a specialist, or whatever that may look like. But you can weave in several other conversation points. As an example, if I'm advertising and I have a whole bunch of leads that have responded to a dental implant offer that I've put out there, I could have a text that asks a simple question like, hey, have you ever had a dental implant before? It's a very conversational thing, and I'm looking for people to respond, no, I haven't. I'm not sure if that's for me, or yes, I have. The last time was terrible, or something like that, right? That gives me a point where I can now have a conversation with them, and I can redirect it over to, let's hop on a phone call. Let's see if you're ready. Let's see if you have, the resources to move forward with treatment, all that type of stuff. Okay. But sometimes simply asking a conversational question like that can, again, cut through the noise of when they see a text and it's, hey, Jeremy, when are you going to come in for your appointment? And they've seen like 20 of those across the last month, okay? Be conversational. So you can ask a question. Have you ever had an implant before? Or do you have any questions regarding getting an implant? Or are you right now in pain with your teeth? Or even, this is a really, really powerful, good one. Is there anything I can do to help you? And have that be coming from the dentist. Is there anything that I can do to help you? Even inside of this context where they have responded with interest in coming in for an implant, something very, very open like that does wonders. Like, oh yes, absolutely. My tooth has been killing me. Or, come to think of it, I actually haven't had my teeth cleaned in a couple years. Or, I'm actually good, but my mother, she's actually been having some tooth pain. Or like, any one of these type of things can pop up when you ask a very open-ended question like that. Okay. The name of the game is, of course, to get them in the door as a new patient. But if they're not responding yet to texts and to emails and things that you are sending out, maybe you just need to make a slight adjustment to where that conversation is. Make it human. Again, that's our goal across all of this. When we've not yet met them, haven't shook hands with them, met them inside of your practice, we're trying to do everything we can, even inside of a text or an email or even a voicemail, to establish a relationship. For them to feel like, hey, I haven't met you yet, but I can tell that you actually care about me. Okay, we want to create that type of environment. So think about any of those questions that you might be able to ask, or conversation starters that you might be able to include inside of texts or inside of emails that I promise can help you to get some great results. Try that out and let me know how it goes.